something that Nick Felton talked about at the last I/O festival with his new annual report that just came out. He collected so much data for this project. In the past, he's collected the data like in manual form on paper, and then he developed an app so that he could record stuff himself. For this year, he collected data from like all kinds of news sources. So it was like all his emails, all of his text messages, all of his phone records, plus a bunch of stuff that he was collecting manually, plus all of his geographic locations. So the phone was sort of doing a lot of this tracking for him. And what I think was really interesting about that project is that the number of data sources the number of values was so big that he could no longer manage it in a manual form. Like he used to do this project with Excel sheets. And to me, that's when that project became like a big data project, because he had to relinquish some control to the algorithm or to the software. We said, okay, well, make me a map of all the places that I've been. And he could make this, like he could let the software make this map. And then as a human being who lived through this, he could look at the map and say, well, I know that's not right because I never went there. So this was a glitch in the GPS, or this was a glitch in my email system or something. But I think it's really interesting that he's made the decision to leave those glitches in there. Like the things that I'm calling glitches are really just kind of side effects of the data tracking process and side effects of the algorithm and how it's being applied. So I think connecting that to the question, what's interesting about that to me is when you're talking about what's subjective and what's objective, it gets really fuzzy when you get the algorithm involved, right? Because you have sort of my point of view, you have maybe like a more balanced objective point of view, but then you also have the point of view that's being represented by your code or by the tools that you're using.
Yeah, the data itself, right, and how it's collected.
Yeah, the data itself, the process that was used to collect it, the technology that was maybe reliable or not that was used to collect it. So yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what is like an objective truth in that, in that kind of project. Yeah, but it's really interesting.